Okay, we're back. Jaisha used the same script. In the next match, uh, Pant just has to retire. That's a different scenario only. But overall, according to my calculation, SR is still in the playoffs, so everything's going all right. Technically, RR should. I did the same thing for RCB last year, bro. No. I did the same thing for RCB last year. It worked, bro. I still have that book somewhere. So like technically RR should have won, but since KKR won, see now in my max scenario, KKR can get 13 points. That's it, and we have to beat Delhi today like by a crazy margin. But leave that. We'll talk about that tomorrow when SRS gets eliminated today. Let's go to the first match directly. KKR versus RR. I think this innings of KKR, it just showed what I was trying to emphasize on for so long, that they have the perfect batting lineup, and in any situation they have a perfect batsman to go in. Today they didn't even bring out Venkatesh Iyer because by that much time they realized that okay, so the last death overs we'll just get in our power hitters, and no matter how bad Russell's form has been this season, they still trusted him to go in and try getting in those runs. And today and yesterday it worked out. He hit 57 of 25, forced four, six sixes, and that's obviously a very big achievement. And Rinko came in, he played for 6 balls, 19 runs, 1 4, 2 6s. That's enough. That last two, the innings of Russell and Rinku Singh. Honestly, I'll tell you, this reminded me of the old KKR. I remember back in the days when KK used to play in such a this kind of manner. They used to have batting till 8, even in that time of cricket. Because back then I remember we used to have batting till 7, and then the bowlers used to start off. But KKR always used to have a nice bowling lineup with, and since they had all rounders who could bat and bowl in equivalent measures, like how Krunal did a couple of days back, same way they were doing that. And I remember Yusuf Pathan and Russell. Let's say the score is about to hit 150, they used to come in at the end, they used to push that score to 175, 180. And that 20, 30 runs used to be the difference so many times. And again, they used to again come for bowling. So at some points, it used to feel like, oh, KK is definitely going to reach the playoffs every single time. Because you could see that 16 they reached the playoffs, 17 they reached the playoffs, 18 they reached the playoffs. Before that, 14 they reached the playoffs. So they were a very consistent team as well. Unfortunately, that 2 seasons they didn't go. Again, there is the finals and some mid seasons were there in the middle. Again, last year they won champions. So you know that this team when clicks, no team is like you can say, oh, if any team clicks, it can be like. But no, feels like whenever KKR clicks, it is like the perfect team. I don't see that in any Chennai side or any Mumbai side. No matter how many cups they have, I still feel that Kolkata has mastered T20 cricket better than any of these other teams, no matter the result. But I think that's just my opinion. And coming to the bowling of RR, what else can I say? Akash Madwal, that's not a good innings to have as a youngster. That might scar you. And we've seen this with other youngsters who have fallen apart after these kind of innings. I hope that doesn't happen to Madhwal. I've seen players who have come back also after that kind of slapping, like coming to the point of KK. I remember when Kuldeep was there, he got slapped for like 29 in 1 over. He just completely broke down. A couple of years, he just couldn't handle it until he got a call back into the ODI squad and he revived his career. But other than that, I can still see that Jofra has that intent to bowl. You know, like people, the way they were trolling him at the start of the season, I think he has somewhat calmed the trolls. Like, yes, he's not on the winning side, but RR won't have to regret. Like that. Oh shoot, we got this guy for 12 CR. He's not performing. Now, at least when they're going into next season, you'll be like, okay, at least we have Archer. He's going to be there regardless what. And Parag as well, good bowling, 3 over 7 runs in this kind of for this kind of KKR lineup. You giving only 7 runs and getting a wicket as well, it's pretty essential, especially the fact that Rian Parag wasn't bowling much. If you remember, Rian Parag had bowled once. I remember back in 2020, he got slapped for like 24 or something in that over. After that, he didn't bowl for a while only. Again, he came back, and then once he became a captain, he realized, oh, I have to take up some of the responsibility, and he started bowling it. I'm glad he's performing well in this regard as well. And then you could see that when he came into bat as well, he came in with the motive that okay, regardless if they hit 206, we can hit 207. That's the mentality he came in with. Kunal Singh Rathod got out, Vaibhav got out. he was supposed to come in as an anchor, but still, by the time he departed, his strike rate was about 211.1 or something, 95 45, which I feel is commendable. Just that couple of players, there were three ducks for RR, three ducks. One of them also couldn't handle it due to Varun Chakravarti doing his magic. I think that is simply superb. No matter that's just simply superb of how well KKR is as a team right now, and there's a reason why right now they are in a better spot than Lucknow, who were like in a better spot for a very long time. I'm telling you right now, KKR by far has still a good chance of finishing in the top four. For namesake, Hyderabad is there, but like I said in the last video as well, screw SRH as well. KKR is still a threat, and people should be scared of this team once if they come to playoffs, because we have seen last year what kind of mental advantage they get once they're into the playoffs, and if they get the better of you once as well, you're finished in the finals. But enough about me. What do you think?
quite early. It was good power play bowling by Akash Singh. You have to give it to him. I think he was one bright spot in this LSG bowling lineup. I know I mentioned this before. The LSG bowling lineup doesn't give confidence of a champion team. It was the batting that was carrying LSG all this while. But we witnessed in this match that the bowlers could not contain the power hitters of Punjab Kings. From Simran Singh just uh, came all guns blazing, and that 90 run of 48 balls was just beautiful to watch. England had a surge in the power play with that 30 run knock. And then Shreyas Iyer as well, he's been in some form this IPL. He scored that vital 45. And an interesting stat in the last match is that Shreyas Iyer, it was the first time this season that he got out was winner. It was none other than Digvesh Rajdi. I think it was another tick in his book. And then yeah, Shashank Singh, we have mentioned this before. When he has support, he does go all guns blazing and he scores those vital runs at a very good rate. You saw that late surge by Shashank Singh and Marcus Stoinis. Shashank Singh hitting 33 or 15 balls, which is at a strike rate of 2 to 20, and Marcus Stoinis is 15 of 5. This cameos by both of them, I think, is what powered PBKS to the goal of 236. Otherwise, they look like they were going to score about 200, 210. That's about the batting of Punjab. And when you come to the chase of LSG, I think once woes continue, we hope that his form, he comes back to form in this match. But we didn't witness that. I think what we're witnessing in this LSG side is that since Nicholas Puran has gone out of form, the teams have found out how to take wicket early and reduce the damage. And it's not Nicholas Puran hasn't performed for the last 4 5 matches. Rishabh Pant hasn't been able to click this season throughout. And then Aiden Markram and Mitchell Marsh had one off day, and you could see the pressure piling. Yes, Ayush Badoni played really well. He scored that 74 or 40 balls, but I don't think he had support except that partnership between Ayush Badoni and Abdul Samad was the last hope that this LSG side had, but they couldn't see it through. They perished. Ayush Badoni perished with a experienced leggy, Yuzvendra Chahal, and Abdul Samad lost his wicket to the tall pacer Marco Jansen. And if you look at this bowling of Punjab Kings, you have to give credit to Arshdeep Singh for the way he bowled the power play. In his first over itself, he picked up those two vital wickets and he put extreme pressure on Celeste batting. Uh, 4 over 16 runs, 3 wickets is not a joke. It's an economy of 4 and picking 3 wickets as well. We have seen why he's been Punjab Kings' main man throughout the years, and he showed it again. Um, Omar Ty also was economical, only 33 runs in 4 overs and released 4 wickets as well. Marco Jansen did pick up a wicket and gave only 31 runs. Uh, the rest did go for runs, but I think when it comes to chase of such a massive total, when you have 2 3 economical bowlers, that's more than enough to see your team through. And we witnessed it again yesterday. Um, yes, and Avish Khan, I think the last hit was 19 runs. That's all he could do. You cannot expect much out of him either. I think they lost a bunch of wickets in the middle overs that cost them the game. But 236 was a humongous task in itself. Half the match was lost in the first innings itself. LSG, if they want to go through the playoffs, I think if you look at the table right now, they're sitting in seventh position. They're six losses and five wins. If they need to take the playoffs, the next 3 matches they have to win. And the next 3 matches, I think you've spoken about it. It's RCB, GT, and SRB. If you look at these matches, two of the matches are the teams that have been in great form. If you look at RCB and GT, RCB is stable, and GT as well. They're there are, but if you look at GT's lines, they're top three, I think, consistently performing, and this bowling of LSG doesn't look that critical that can stop them either. That's the only concern that is there is LSG side, and if they need to go through, they need to win those 3 matches. It's going to be very difficult
See, I think I've been mentioning this issue for a while now, and everything has been slowly coming into equation. I've been telling since like after match number 8 or match number 9 of that that these guys are looking like they're in a good position, but they're really not. After that Mumbai game, also I could see that their confidence is deflated. Firstly, when your captain is your weak link, I don't think there's anything else to say. It's only the fact that you're spending 27 CR. Even if you are spending, if you spend 2 CR as well on Rishabh Pant, if you're getting performances off like this, I think you should really reconsider. Firstly, when he came into bat only yesterday, he went for a six, and then next ball also he's trying to go for some stupid shots. When your team is in that much of a situation, instead of playing sensible shots, because I'm looking at that field, right? It is in a way that Rishabh can hit the ball. The entire leg side is nicely only it's there, and we know that Rishabh has the power to hit the ball properly. Instead of that, you're going for all unorthodox shots in front of bowlers who aim at the stumps, and if they touch it, if the ball goes a bit in their way, you're getting bowled. The stumps are getting rattled. You have Arshdeep on that side, you have Marco Jansen on that side. Luckily, you don't have the Xavier Bartlett fellow or the Lockie Ferguson fellow bowling at you. But otherwise, I think the shot he was trying to play against Punjab people, you shouldn't do all that kind of stuff. Fine, you lost that as well. I think this just exposed. I was telling my mom that GT is just Lucknow if it works. GT is just Lucknow if it works. GT's top three plays well, like 7 out of 9 matches. Lucknow's team plays 5 out of 10 matches or 6 out of 10 matches. The top three. That is what is the difference between these two teams. Otherwise, practically they're the same. Both them have a nice bowling lineup. No matter how inexperienced the Lucknow bowling lineup is, still, when you look at the results, I can still see Digvesh taking a wicket or two every single match. I can see Prince Yadav taking a wicket or two. Mayank Yadav is also pretty good. Then you have Ravi Bishnoi. You have Shardul Thakur on the bench. You have Avish Khan. You have good players. It's just the fact that you guys are GT if it's a bit worse. Now Lucknow, realistically speaking, you need 16 points in IPL. You can't expect to go on 14 points. Even if you're on 14 points as well, Delhi will probably, in worst case scenario, also Delhi will be on 14 points. Delhi will pack away 14 points. They have a good net run rate. Then you have KKR who's lining up. KKR is above Lucknow right now. So you have what 6 more opponents for those 4 spots. And I'm telling you, you cannot compete with RCB. You cannot compete with Mumbai. You cannot compete with Punjab right now. Who can you compete with? Delhi, Kolkata. And who else is there? Who else is there? GT. But GT is also practically gone for it, right? Yeah, GT is also on 14 points.
Do you see the starting lineup?
Yeah.
Yeah, 14.
Yeah, so like GT is also a pretty good side. So I think right now for Lucknow to go, it's practically impossible. I'm kind of shocked that they even made it this far, realistically speaking. I remember at the start of the season, I was feeling like they were going to finish on 9th or 10th place. Just looking at that opening partnership, I wasn't so convinced. But luckily that clicked. Luckily that clicked. I knew Pooran will be fine, but Pooran has also not been clicking in the second half. So instead of that opening partnership is doing fine, Pooran is failing now. That's the only difference. Now I'm telling you, there's a good chance. Like let's say, even if RR or Chennai or someone like that, they do fine, and they'll slowly win a couple of games. There's a chance that Lucknow might drop to 8th, 9th or something like that as well. So when people look back at the season, people will think, oh, Lucknow is a failure. But only the real ones will remember how good Lucknow was actually at the start of the season. But enough about that. I think Lucknow, if they need to get back, I think this is the situation last year as well. They had to win, I think, 2 out of 3. They were in a good state only. And then SRH rattled their confidence in a match. After that, the game was gone. The season was gone. They lost it. So I think Lucknow, the main thing right now is that you should have a bit more confidence. That's all. That is all I'm asking. But I think this point right now, it's a good place to end. I think I just got disconnected from the call on that side, unfortunately. But obviously, I'll take over K-Star today, I guess. My fault, obviously, if he's watching this. That obviously there's more exciting cricket coming up now, and we can only expect that this race is going to get more and more feisty, especially with KKR into the race now. We never know what's going to happen, guys. Today, there's an opportunity for another team to get eliminated, or another team's hopes for playoffs getting dented a bit more. And it's in Hyderabad, so we never know what kind of pitch we're going to get. If it's a flat pitch, we're in for another crazy match review. And then day after, we have GT versus Mumbai. Very, very big match. So I'll obviously be very excited to review it with my best friend over here. So until then, keep watching cricket, keep watching us, like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.